do is to talk about where clil appears to be going and why. The added value of clil according to what we can see here and now. It was about 18 years ago when the concept was launched by the European Union, and it was about 16 years ago when Gisela and I started working on it so intensively, and it's a real pleasure to be here. And I don't think we've aged at all. Maybe a little change of haircut or something like that. Once upon a time, I was asked by somebody senior in the European Commission, why is it that out of all these initiatives we have, clil has been so successful? And I said, it's because clil was not invented, clil was happening naturally anyway, and clil was something which was particularly suitable for the time. So the waves of this change were already coming, largely because of people like you in this room who saw it as being something which could possibly work if only we knew more about it. So the whole issue of clil from 1994 to the present has been one of considerable change. And what has surprised people like me is just the power of that change and the relevance of that change. So recently, people have been looking at what they call the clil development trajectory, which is to say, where are we now, and when is this trajectory actually going to end up with mainstream experience for a broad range of young people in our schools? And if you look at this one here, it's a considerable trajectory anticipated right through 2015, withstanding this economic crisis, which unfortunately is certainly going to be around there as well. For various reasons, including the advances in technology and including demands for quality education. So I'd like to tell you this story now about why this trajectory seems to be still so strong, and why what you're doing here seems to be part of a major wider pattern. The first issue that I want to address is to do with quality education. And in the work that I do at the moment, we analyze which countries or which regions have really fast changing educational systems that are going up very, very fast in terms of PISA and in terms of results. Countries such as the state of Alberta in Canada, here we have New Zealand and Korea, and other countries. And what they have in common are the following. And what's interesting about this is that these features are also found in good quality clil. Okay? Number one, moving towards a holistic education. Two, focusing on competence-based learning. Three, looking at learner autonomy. Four, dealing with teaching materials and resources which really push for critical thinking. Five, changing the emphasis from on what to learn towards how to learn. And six, recognizing the relevance of power of technologies on young people at the moment. 6 features found in 6 countries, including here, Finland, Singapore, and Australia, and 6 countries which are quickly, very quickly, transforming education. Education tends to be a bit of a tortoise, or another slow-moving animal. What's a slow-moving animal common to Italy? Analogies. Say again. Bravo. We are very used to slow-moving incremental change. What we're not used to is seeing that actually change can happen very, very fast. 30 years is common period to imagine for changing educational systems or transforming them. 5 years is now possible according to the successes of some stories out there now. Then there are some powerful factors here, and this one I'm showing you because when I think about clil teachers that certainly that I meet and that other experts such as those in this room work with, you find that they tend to be they tend to be be rather special people to start with. They tend to be people with some experience of teaching. How many hours of teaching do you need to become a really super teacher? It's in the thousands. What is commonly quoted? 5,000? Think of yourself. Some of you, I mean, I know the average age here is about 25 years old, but some of you have been teaching for quite a long time, have you? Yes. So how many hours of teaching does it take to produce a super experienced teacher? What's the common number? 10,000. Okay, 10,000 hours. If you look at quality teaching and you see a lot of people who go into clil really undergo quite a profound professional development, which is much more powerful than just doing some inside courses, you'll find that you can actually raise over 3 years with average students a 53% increase in their performance. Quite remarkable change. And if you look at the work on leadership or principles, you can take, for example, an average principal and move them 20% up to an outstanding principal, and it will have a dramatic effect on the school and on the children in the school. We know more about quality education now in general than we did before. What is remarkable about this is how those quality things relate to clil. We didn't know this in 1994, we didn't know this in 2004, but now in 2012, 2013, we're beginning to see that clil always was much more than teaching in French in Italy or teaching in English in Italy. It was actually a way of embracing knowledge, of excellence in education, and trying to put it together in a different language. If we hadn't had a different language, we wouldn't have had to reflect back on real quality practice. So this was very, very exciting. If you look at the development of clil now, compared to the development of education in general, education is getting better all the time in lots and lots of countries for lots and lots of reasons. One being that it is so important to get it right, especially during times of economic squeeze, economic crisis. But if you look at the clil trajectory, it is much, much higher. And there is a reason for that. There is something which is energizing or which is fueling this interest in teaching well in another language. And it relates to the educational neurosciences. Neurosciences have had a bad reputation for a long time because there was so much myth, so much make-believe, especially when, I don't know which of the insignificant American professional presidency was, I think it was Bush, announced that it was like the year of the brain for education, and people basically didn't see anything much to say about it. But the neurosciences is really, really interesting in terms of clil. And this is the second point which I'd like to bring to you tonight. The neurosciences, the research from the neurosciences in 1 year is about as much as the heavy qualitative research of the last 30 years. The increase in research reporting on what happens when people use more than one language, and I stress use more than one language because that actually is more exciting than knowing more than one language. I know French, or I should do because I studied it for 8 years, but I don't think in French. The kids in your clil classes now or in the future who are trying to work out a subject like photosynthesis in English are already thinking in English. And this is why clil is very, very different in terms of other forms of language teaching, sometimes. Okay. But let me go to this point. The educational neurosciences is focusing on research to do with the term plasticity. Plasticity is how you can influence the brain quite quickly. The research on immersion and on clil-type practice is showing that the brain is affected very quickly if the student or if the person is needing to think in a language, even if they have a very limited knowledge of the language. Okay? Now this is very, very important because it justifies why we would want to introduce learning in another language in our school system, why we would want to offer that opportunity to young people, and why clil in Italy is already much more than learning English, actually. It's about quality in education plus language. The research on the impact of knowing another language is phenomenal. A lot of this research used to be on bilinguals, a little bit on trilinguals. Can I just ask you to put your hand up if you consider yourself to be a bilingual? Can you just put your hand up if you are a bilingual? Now, isn't that amazing? We've got like about 5 bilinguals in the room. It's almost as if they have a disease or something, and they're a very few of them, and they're a very small minority. If you look at the research coming from the neurosciences, the definition of bilingual is very, very different to the idea that you're born and brought up with 2 languages as a very young child. Okay? It is very different. The educational neuroscience research now is very, very interesting in terms of people who have one language, Italian, and a partial knowledge of another language. The benefits of bilingualism for children who have parents speaking different languages, etc., are extremely interesting. But the benefits extend to those who are actively thinking of a language, even if for a small amount, over a period of years. If you want to know more about this, the study is really downloadable and is called A Study of Multilingualism and Creativity by the European Commission. Multilingualism and Creativity. So this second point, this second issue, which makes it feel so terribly interesting now, really does relate to the advantages of using 2 languages, and also the advantages of using clil in order to translation here. So
what happened, I think, is that the change from one computer to the other delayed some sentences. Sorry for that. I'm very sorry, but everything was set, but probably Macintosh with Windows are not really comfortable.
So, the first most exciting thing that we know now about clil, it relates to quality practices, quality methods, quality relationships, quality practices. Okay? The second one relates to the impact on the mind, the person and the brain of a person who is exposed to another language for a certain amount of time. But the third one, and this is very important, I think, in these countries that I just mentioned, and it should be important in Italy, relates to the kinds of students that we now have in our classrooms, which actually we did not have in 1994. These young, digitally astute, internet-type generation young people are very, very interesting. And the latest, biggest study that I have seen is a number of hours per week that 8 to 18-year-olds are actually using multimedia equipment. Okay? So, I'm going to show you the results of the study of 8 to 18-year-olds who are using multimedia equipment. But could you now, please, just turn to the person next to you and say, answer this question. How many hours a week does an 8 to an 18-year-old in an Italian city use some kind of media devices? How many hours a week? Please turn to the person next to you and answer them in French.